commercial saddest. Rattling my replacement heart of gold. I'm coming back to join the cast of Carmen. I've never sung a single song before. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills will need to be on top of their game if they want to come away with win number 9 on the season. It's the Saints going up against the Bills. With that, let's send you up to snowy Orchard Park outside of Buffalo, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen, stay warm.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback. One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense maybe trying to guess the snap count there, and it costs them 5 yards. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 4. Leaves him with options here on second and just a yard. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle. It's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And it's 3rd and short. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game.
I noticed the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The defensive team has got to feel very good about themselves. Great job out-leveraging the offense.
Oh, it shifts past him. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one. And that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And here with the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Hey. We got three. Three down. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here's a quick give to Gronkowski, the fullback. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Tackle made by K1 short.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front? Creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Come on, next round! Next round! Let's go! White, 9! Next round! Next round! Let's go! White, 9!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills are in for 6. 4th and goal, Charles, all the time you see those offense, especially the quarterback, the running back, looking over the sideline saying, don't send the kicker out. There they did it, and it paid off.
It's really nice to see what they wanted actually done. And how about the coaches getting their faith rewarded by a touchdown?
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Block in the back. Return team.
And tough starting field position here. First down, he'll drop to throw it. And a catch made by Leonte Carew. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that has made that play possible.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught at about the 6. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They're going to look to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll give it to him right up the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They'll look to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20, 10, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covered. And doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. Second rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it. But now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. Now the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
The interception the last drive, what will happen here?
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A reminder coming up at halftime while the 2 of us head for warmer areas of the press box. We'll be sending you to Orlando where Larry Ridley will have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Send me to.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A chance for us to look now at the Bills defense. They were able to force the 3-and-out last time, led to the punt, and then led to a touchdown for their crew. So they'll be looking for a little bit more of that, Charles.
Well, I think that they created the spark with the 3-and-out. Gave a little momentum to their offense. Who say, all right, appreciate it, guys. And they took the ball downfield and stuck it in the end zone.
And that defense wasn't out there long. They'll be trying to keep it short here. Back to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 11 yards on the pickup, and that leads to a New Orleans first down. And they're going to speed things up here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. Give him 11 on the gain there, and that leads to a New Orleans first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw again. Wide open receiver complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop into 8. Where are you going to go with the football?